Welcome to Tibet, a region difficult to reach, known for its magnificent nature and ancient culture, located in the southwest China, on the Tibetan plateau, the highest on Earth. Traditionally known as Tibet, the region has recently got its new name, Xizang. All guests are always given white scarves, khatas. A khata symbolizes welcome, deep respect and friendship. The white color represents the purity of heart and wishing of happiness. Let us start our Tibet tour from its iconic landmark, the renowned Potala Palace. The place used to be forbidden and remained a mystery for hundreds of years. We are moving along one of Lhasa's main streets, and we can see the main entrance to the palace on our left. The square in front of the palace is a popular tourist spot. This is where people get photographed wearing traditional costumes, and when it is warm, one can enjoy musical fountains here. Let us get into the Potala Palace now. We have come in by the main entryway. To the left, you see authentic ancient wooden pillars. It is the world's highest palace, built at an altitude of 3,700 meters above the sea level. The construction of the Potala Palace started in 1645. Its name is derived from Sanskrit, and in Tibetan it means mystic mountain. The Potala Palace complex comprises two main structures, the White Palace and the Red Palace. It took 3 years for the White Palace to be completed, and shortly after the completion, the Dalai Lama and his government moved there. It is an administrative building, the symbol of state power. The Red Palace was considered to symbolize spiritual power and was used by the Dalai Lama in religious rituals. In 1959, the 14th Dalai Lama left Tibet, and today Potala is a museum. Having 13 stories and covering over 13 hectares, the palace accommodates around 1,000 rooms. The halls are repositories of treasures and relics, multidimensional mandalas for meditation, funerary stupas, ceremonial items. The walls are embellished with elaborate murals. Photography and filming inside are strictly prohibited, so we can enjoy the beauty of the palace from outside only. Now we are heading for Xizang, a Buddhist temple and monastery. Together with the entire complex of Lhasa temples, it is a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a major Buddhist pilgrimage site. Believers come here to do the so-called inner core, a ritual circumambulation around the temple in a clockwise direction. In fact, you can even see a marked path, and far away is the Potala Palace, towering over the city. Xizang was founded in 639. The temple complex is still growing in size. Today it spreads over 25,000 square meters. 4 kilometers west of Xizang, there is the Dalai Lama's summer residence, Norbulinka. We will go there by helicopter, not so much to save time, but to see Lhasa from up high. In Tibetan, Norbulinka means Jewel Park. It is the world's highest man-made garden and the largest park in Tibet. In the past, the palace complex of Dalai Lamas served as a palace to hold important meetings and to accommodate VIP guests. Today, it is a tourist attraction and a museum. Thanks to the abundance of trees and plants, there is much oxygen here, which makes the palace a popular walking area. It's time for us to move on. we are going to high-altitude Yamdrok Yumtso Lake. Yamdrok Yumtso Lake is located at an altitude of 4,488 meters. It is one of the 4 most sacred lakes in Tibet, another place where pilgrims come to do a Kora. Tibetans believe the lake to be a talisman of their land. Legend has it that when the lake dries up, Tibet will become uninhabited. The comfortable viewing points are a good place for visitors to take unforgettable photos or even enjoy karaoke singing. Yumtso Lake is one of the 3 largest lakes in the region. It is over 72 kilometers long. The lake is fed by numerous small streams. The lake's color is constantly changing. They say one can't see the same hue of the water twice. In winter, this freshwater lake freezes up. Along the lake banks, tourists can photograph themselves with famous Tibetan yaks and admire the beauty of the clear water already in close-up. In Tibetan, the lake's name means green jade. Let us once again sweep the shining surface of the lake against the bright blue sky. We are going to another lake of Tibet, Namtso Lake, or the Heavenly Lake. The lake is 220 kilometers north of Lhasa, at an altitude of 4,718 meters. It is the world's highest saltwater lake. It is another pilgrimage site where Buddhists from all over the world come for a ritual circumambulation. For pilgrims, they are an embodiment of Yidam Chakrasamvara and his wife Vajravarahi. When walking between the rocks, pilgrims strengthen their ties with the meditational deities and remember the vows they have made. The lake spreads over 70 kilometers and is 30 kilometers wide. The Tangla mountain range rises in the south. Some of its peaks are higher than 7,000 meters.